Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, here to wrap up the NFL for this week, our Monday night promo preview. I didn't have the best day yesterday. All right, our spread picks were pretty darn good, which I gave out on Wednesday. Our touchdown picks went over. It was an awful week for touchdowns. That's not what this is about. We'll talk about all of that throughout this week. Let's talk about tonight's matchup. On Wednesday, I released my picks for this game, and I said I liked Eagles minus 6.5, but with low confidence, and I liked the under at 46.5. Well, as far as line movement goes, the line moved in our favor. Some books are down to 45.5 now. FanDuel's still at 46, favoring the under. But the spread moved the opposite way. So, I hate to see that, especially over that key number of 6. So I'm sorry if you locked that in at 6.5 already and you trusted me. It's now down to 5.5. So, of course, I like 5.5. If I like 6.5, nothing has changed. FanDuel has the best price on that. Last week, quickly, we'll go over the game, San Francisco and the Jets. A little bit wonky here because these are my units. And you'll see we are up massive, 25 units last week. Well, here's why. Most of my promotions on these sports books are $10 maxes, so I'm counting one unit as $10. However, ESPN's bet was up to a $40 wager, which would technically be 4 units. Now, I don't recommend putting 4 units on a plus $700 play, plus 700 odds play, but because of the way my bankroll is at large, okay, I'm okay with putting $40 on that prop because it still fits my bankroll. It may not fit yours. That's why this is a little bit skewed. So you can see here the units. I did put a half unit or $5 on this, $20 on this, and $40 on this because, again, my promo units are $10. So we did hit Lazard touchdown at plus 700, which puts us way ahead of the curve. So that feels awesome. I'm going to keep tracking like this just to keep myself honest and accountable, but you are free to do whatever you want. Let's talk about this week. FanDuel is offering you 2 boosts in one. You have a live boost and you have a 3-leg same game parlay boost. These are both 50%. DraftKings is offering you a 50% profit boost on a 4-leg same-game parlay and a no-sweat touchdowns bet. Actually, you know what? Go back here, okay? Technically, because Conklin did not hit this, we have earned $20 in free bets, all right, because of the no-sweat. So I'm going to update that. And that's important for this because they also have the no sweat again, minus $20, which is weird because every other promo I have on DraftKings is $10. Whatever, I'm not complaining. I'll take it. And then ESPN, same promos again, anytime touchdown insurance, up to $20 in bonus bets. That's 50% of your wager back, so you can risk up to $40. If you risk $20, you'll get $10 back, etc. They also have a deposit to get a 100% profit boost. So let's talk about some plays that I like. We'll start with FanDuel. I'm not going to give out any live plays ahead of time. Use that however you feel comfortable. But I will give you my 50% 3-leg $10 wager. I like the under, as I said in this one. I still like the under in this one. So we'll go under 46.5. I think Atlanta is going to be paying a ton of attention to Barkley, as they should, and I think Jalen Hurts should have some opportunities tonight because of the attention that Barkley has. I think that they could run some read options, and I like his number on FanDuel. It's plus 110, and it's minus 110 on a lot of other books, so FanDuel's offering a pretty good line there. And finally, Goddard, 5 receptions. This is a number that he cleared last week. He may have gotten 4 last week, but he was third in the team in targets. A.J. Brown took up the bulk of targets, and we know A.J. Brown is gone tonight. Jahan Dotson is the 3rd wide receiver on this team, so he will move up to wide receiver 2. And they also have Johnny Wilson, not Johnny Smith. Jonnu Smith is a tight end. Johnny Wilson, who is a huge wide receiver from Florida State. Good thing he left. Golly, Florida State's absolutely melting down right now. And we're still kind of, Dotson didn't get hardly any targets last week, maybe no targets last week. No catches, I know that. And Wilson got a couple targets. I don't know how many catches last week. The point is, Brown is out. Smith is going to probably receive a bulk of these. Goddard will be next in line, and then one of these unproven wide receivers should step up for 3rd, but we don't know who. All of that to say, I'm expecting Goddard to meet this line at plus. Now, this is plus 118. I think that's a great line just to play by itself. If you just want to bet a straight, outside of promos, I think Goddard 5 receptions at plus 118 is a good price given the situation tonight. So all 3 of these pays plus 1233 with the boost. It is 822 regular. That will be an official play. Moving on to DraftKings. I know I was just praising Goddard in the previous slide, and I'm going to praise him again. This will be my no sweat bet. I've already locked it in. His odds are 210 on DraftKings, which is pretty fair to the market, so I'm fine playing it there. But again, if we don't hit this, we get $20 in free bets back, so that is nice. That's my official play there. And then finally on ESPN, I know, guys, we hit a banger last week, and I can't even give you an official play. None of the odds right now on ESPN feel good. I just can't sit here and endorse something that I don't feel 100% solid about, but I will give you some options. These will not be tracked as official plays. Will I personally play these? Probably, but I'm not going to track it as an official play because, again, I don't think there's anything with inherent definite value or at least fair value. So Pitts, I like at 210. We saw him get the only touchdown last week for Atlanta. I think Kirk Cousins is going to continue to rely on the tight end position as we've seen him do throughout his entire career, and we know that Philly's secondary has looked questionable after 1 week. All right, they play the Packers first week. Jaden Reed had a monster game. Jordan Love had a pretty solid game. So I'm still not sold on this Eagles defense, especially their secondary. So, I'm also targeting Darnell Mooney potentially at 350, another wide receiver for the Falcons. Drake London's odds are just not good on ESPN. You may think Drake London is a good play, and if you want to play him, that's fine. It's 185 on ESPN, but you can get like 210 up to 240 on other books. So it's just not worth it, even with this promo, for me to endorse a 185 when you can get a better number out there. Ray McLeod is not being listed right now. This is the receiver who had the most targets from Kirk Cousins in week 1. And he's a quick guy, so I think he has a similar profile to Jaden Reed, who we saw dominate them. The bad thing is there's no line out. So I'm saying if it's at 550, I may take it. If they put a line out and it's at 550, I may take it. Right now, it's like 600 on DraftKings, but then sub 500 everywhere else. So if McLeod gets listed on ESPN and is comparable to top end of the market, I may play him. Otherwise, if I want a safer quote-unquote play, Devontae Smith for the Eagles, I think would be a reasonable option, but I fear that he's going to get a lot of coverage tonight because they know A.J. Brown is out. So, and we already have Goddard taken care of on DraftKings. So that's just kind of the way I think about these things. No official play here, but these are some options that I'm fine with. If you do like the content, okay? Hit that like button, comment down below what you're tailing, what you like this evening, and of course, share. The more you share, the more this video grows, the more this channel grows. If you want to help me out, there are some paid ways to support. We just dropped some hoodies, so if you want a GMG hoodie, you can get that. Beanies, mugs, shirts, all right? If you like to compare your odds, get arbitrage opportunities, get EV opportunities, you can get odds view. Otherwise, just watch my stuff or sign up for new books in the description. We have videos releasing every single day for this football season. Here's the deal. Oh, hi. 1 second, okay? I'm going to stop this video now. Thank you for coming by. My daughter needs something. She's been so patient as I recorded this. We will see you throughout this week.